Bingo, we're recording. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Now you can have a look at contents of my display cabinet for Jay and anybody else who wants to look to see what's in Karen's display cabinets. So start off on the bottom shelf. Let me get in here a minute. That's an Ainsley Shamrock pattern tea set. I think if I remember right, they gave about £25 for it in the charity store. Probably now to buy that now, you're looking at £450, £500 to buy that now. For one cup and saucer, it's like you pay at least £30 for a cup and saucer. For the teapot at the back, it's probably a couple of £100 for a non-damaged Mark 1 teapot. Because there's two versions of this, sort of Mark 1 and Mark 2, if you like. This is the Mark 1, the early one. They didn't know what they had in the charity store, so for £25 I grabbed it immediately. I wasn't going to say anything. So it's, yeah. You can see that. Probably not going to focus, perhaps. Yeah, there you go, Ainsley Shamrock pattern. What do we have next to that? Next to that, the black and white stuff. That's Wedgwood Crivelli. That was my grandfather's. He collected that bit by bit, sort of piecemeal, if you like. Apparently when he could, afford a piece, he'd go and buy a piece. So he died and it went to his daughter, which was my auntie. She died, and believe it or not, nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted it. So I got it. And I buy pieces now to add to it, if I can find them. I add to it for him. It's not cheap now to buy. It's not cheap now to buy. Probably wasn't that cheap in grandfather's day. But like all things now, they're getting expensive, and that's no different. That's getting expensive. That's a muffin tray for keeping muffins or crumpets, I suppose, warm at breakfast time. You do get it in other colours. You can get it in blue, which I've got a few pieces of blue here. Here's a blue piece, an ashtray. But it's the same thing, exactly the same thing. No, it's not gonna. Oh, there you go. Rex Whistler design Wedgwood, made in England. That's an ashtray. See, here's a ashtray in black. Same thing. But you can also get it in. I've seen it in green, and I have seen it in red as well. But the only time I've seen it in green and red has been in pictures. I've never been able to get a piece of either. I've never even seen it for sale, green and red. So it's obviously infinitely more rare than the black and blue. But yeah, it's nice, and I add to it for him. But that lot and what's on the next shelf probably fetch even more than that Shamrock tea set. But there you go, it's nice, it's nice. Complete with Grandad's World War I medals. Normally you would get 3 medals for the Kaiser's War, with Pipsqueak and Wilfrid. I don't know where his 3rd medal is, or whether he never bothered to claim it or whatever, I don't know. But that's the only 2 that I got. But they're nice to have anyway. Not worth anything, but they're just nice, sort of like family heirlooms. Little ceramic figure. I don't know where that's made. Doesn't sort of have anything on the bottom, bar a couple of numbers. You probably can't even see that. It's too light. Oh yeah, there you go. But a nice little figure. It's damaged. That there flower thing should come out of her top of her hand. So possibly something I could repair at some point. But that's it. Oh, what's that? That's a piece of you can just see that piece of coal port. No, it's not going to focus. No. Some things with this camera, they just don't want to focus. There you go, coal port. Which is very good quality stuff. A friend of mine gave me that. Very good quality stuff, coal port. So that's the first shelf. Let's move this camera up a minute. Get a better look at the second shelf. Oh, we're on a slope now. We're on the piss now. Let's see if we can sort that out a minute. Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's it. Let's start over at this end. That is a Japanese tea set. Oh, you're not going to focus? There you go. Made in Japan. Quite good quality. Quite good quality. It's incomplete. It's just bits that I managed to pick up. RAF badge. I don't know where that came from, the RAF badge. I don't think it's my grandfather's. So where that came from, I have no idea. Little ceramic dog is not really worth anything. Just, I don't even know what it's doing in my cabinet. This, what do you call this type of collie? This is a sort of like Lassie type collie. Underneath that, in this black box, there is a dipping pen, but it's a hollow glass tube. It doesn't really show very well on this piece, but it's actually full of different colour sand. It's a glass tube, so you've got to be very careful that you don't bust it. That's why it sits in the cabinet. That was my father's pen. He had two of them. My brother has the other one, unfortunately. Right, put the dog back. My RAF badge. Look at this, look. I used to volunteer in my local museum. And an old lady came in and she had some bits she wanted to donate to the museum. And the curator looked at them and refused to take them. She said, no, we don't want them. And one of them was this white box. Inside this white box is hopefully you can see that. Yeah, 6 teaspoons. 2 of them unfortunately are broken, so I've got to get round to repairing them. 6 teaspoons and if I can get it out, a little fish. And they're made of reindeer antler. This old lady said when she was a lot younger, she went to Lapland, and while she was there, she bought these spoons. And she didn't want them no more. She wanted them to go somewhere sort of nice, shall we say. The museum didn't want them, so I said to her immediately, I'll take them off you, and I'll give you something for them, which I did. I went to the cash point, got some money, and I gave her something for them, which will remain a secret between me and the old lady, but they're nice. Reindeer antler. Piece of, there you can see that. No, it's not gonna, I don't like this. I'm gonna get a better camera. Goebbels, it's German. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus, this wretched camera. Put it at an odd angle, I suppose it'll focus. Really. It likes to focus my bloody hand alright though, doesn't it? Look. When you put something else up against it, let's put something dark behind this. Yeah, there you go. Goebbels, West Germany. Highly collectible stuff, Goebbels. Again, yeah, I bought in a charity store. A lot of miniatures about. I have a lot of these things, miniatures. Generally these days when I go to London on the train, I go in the buffet car and I buy a miniature, you know, one miniature for each trip to London. Here's another one, but I don't know what that is. Tarquin's Dry Gin. Oh, it's an interesting thing. Now, excuse me, this lemonade's gassy. I can't work out what this is made of. I have no idea. I know nothing about this at all, this figure. But you can see by the marks in it, it's been cut on a saw. But I don't know whether this is bone, ivory, resin. What? I have no idea. If I had to bet on it, I would say probably a piece of resin of some kind. But quite a nice figure nonetheless. You've got fish on the back there. Program there at the back. 1940s program signed by Vera Lynn. Bless her. More Wedgwood Clavelli there, and some blue pieces as well. Spoons, a lot of spoons. Yeah, I have a soft spot for spoons. They're not silver or anything, but I just like spoons. A couple of pieces of glass, end of day glass. Cocktail stirrers. I was amazed when I bought these in the charity store. I was amazed they'd never got broken or damaged. This one is even more ornate than the other one. Amazing they never got damaged. Oh look. Anybody know what this is? It's a genuine Chinese opium pipe. Brass and bamboo. I don't know whether you can see the Chinese Let's get my book again, see if you can see the Chinese markings. You see the Chinese markings on it, on the bottom there. I know you can see that. Yeah, it doesn't really want to focus even with this black behind it. But that's, anyway, that's a Chinese opium pipe. That's why the bowl is so small. You don't smoke much opium. See, here's another one. Here's a metal one. But the same principle, very small bowl. Long stem. And before you know it, you're smacked out of your head on opium. But nice little curios to have. I like little curiosity things in the cabinets. Staffordshire, Morton, England. It's actually, I think it's supposed to be a salt cellar because it's got a single hole there, a little hole there. So I assume it's a. So there probably should be an opposite one for pepper. But a nice thing, nice thing. Here's an interesting spoon. You probably won't see it there, but it's got the date on it, 1942, and the War Department arrow on it. There you go. War Department arrow on it. This was my grandfather's. So I assume, just by this spoon, I assume my grandfather was in the Home Guard. I would think he was in the Home Guard. See if we can get up close to that. Yeah, there you go. Let's put the board behind it. Yeah, there you go. So I assume he was in the Home Guard, local defence volunteers. Oh, here's another one, look. Another one. Jack Daniels. I've never tried that stuff. I don't know what it's like, Jack Daniels. Anybody tried it? I've tried proper Scotch whiskey. I've tried, which is okay. I don't mind it. But that Jack Daniels, I've never tried that. Right, let's get up to the. Okay, I tell you what I do. I got my finger stuck. Let's wind you up a minute. Going up. Oh, going up. It's like Grace Brothers, isn't it? Are you being served? There you go. We're up a bit further now. I could get it a bit better than that, but my legs on my tripod are not great. I need a new tripod, actually. That's the truth of it. I need a new tripod. Right, moving ever onward. Moving ever onward. Up in this one, we've got more Japanese tea set up there. A well-preserved seahorse. There you go. That's the real deal. Complete with curly tail. stuck to that then. That's not so good. Ah, there's a label on it. Medina glass from the Mediterranean. Very fine. I was looking at the bottom. Very fine glass. Very fine glass. These little round vases, they always come with a sort of teardrop shaped stopper. But very nice glass, Medina. It's very nice glass if you can find it. That one not quite so ornate, but same thing again, the teardrop shaped stopper. See, it's got a sign on the bottom. Very nice stuff. There's another piece there, look. See that sign? I don't know if you can see that. That's sort of signed again. Oh, which way are we going here? There we go. See if I can focus that. Yeah, see. Very nice quality glass, Medina. I don't really tend to go to places these days and pick up stuff because I don't really go out these days. What with COVID and all that type of thing, I don't go to the places I used to go to. Oh, don't break it, Karen. So here's another one. There you go, bells. A little Japanese. A little Japanese cup there. I don't know what you would use this for. Would you? It's a bit big for sake, I suppose, isn't it? A bit big for sake. And it's not signed. It's got no marks on the bottom or anything. Tea, perhaps? You would use for tea ceremony, perhaps? I don't know. I don't know a lot about Japanese culture. One or two more pieces of Wedgwood Clovelly there. That's an interesting thing. Would you buy that if you saw it? To anybody who like that? I think if I remember rightly, I paid about £1.50 for this in a charity store. It's actually a piece of Lotz glass from Bohemia, made in the 1920s. Designed by a guy called Michael Powolny. It's, for those of you that don't know where Bohemia is, it's around Czech Republic, sort of Austria, all around that sort of area was Bohemia. You can tell it's Lotz glass, but there's loads of flaws in it. It probably doesn't show, you can see there. There's quite a lot of flaws in it. Big flaws in it. Can you see that one? Let's just... Yeah, you can see that flaw in it there now, just. Yeah, there's loads of flaws in it, that's how you can tell it's Lotz. What this is worth, God only knows, certainly into 3 figures. But lovely thing. All for £1.50. All for £1.50. It's actually quite thin there. Yeah, lovely. Oh, that's my father's Bible. Cecil Marsh, Assembly Hall, Ilfracombe, 22nd December 1940. That's my father's Bible. I don't really know whether my father was religious like that. I don't know. Although I did used to hear him shouting at my mother occasionally, you know, Jesus Christ. But besides that, I don't know whether he was religious or not. These at the back, these are nice. God, these are really heavy, these. These are really heavy. Look at the quality of these, quite dusty. Look at the quality of these. Watch this, watch this. Do that again. Yeah, they're called, they call these rummers for some reason. Don't ask me why. Ouch. Extremely good quality, extremely heavy, extremely heavy. And fair old, fair old. I wouldn't like to say exactly how old, but old. I got a pair of these. Lovely. That was from a charity store. That's a Victorian copy of a Georgian glass. Again, that's a fair old weighty glass. Can't remember what I gave for that. I have no idea now. Wouldn't have been very much. Wouldn't have been very much. But a lovely thing. You can imagine that on a Georgian dinner table, something like that, filled with sort of red wine or something. They knew how to live, didn't they, Georgian people? They had a bit of style about them. My gosh. My gosh. Gotta be careful with this stuff. Look at that, look. There you can see that. Just about see that. It's late Victorian figure. Little girl holding a cat. Beautiful little figure. No idea where I bought it. No idea. Charity store somewhere, no doubt. See if I can get her. Not so much focus. It's just the light shining off it. It's a shame. No, you're not going to really be able to see that. It's just the light today. But beautiful little figure. Wouldn't have give very much for her. A couple of pounds or something like that, no doubt, knowing me. But a lovely figure, lovely figure. Another one of those little German figures again, look, West Germany. You can see that? No, you're not going to see that here. Oh, there you go, look, West Germany. Probably not that old, what, 1950s, something like that, probably. And look. Oh, don't disappear on me. Now, tell me, is that brass filings or is that the real stuff? I don't know, I can't make up my mind. I can't make up my mind whether that's just brass filings or the real thing. I gotta get it tested. That's the pink stuff. That's a Edwardian coffee set, which I managed to break one of the cups brilliantly. So I'm looking for a replacement cup now. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing. Well, it wasn't until I got my hands on it and broke one of the cups. But that's complete. That's a complete Edwardian coffee set. My figure there, which I did for a paint through. I enjoyed doing that actually. It's a nice figure. Yeah, only an Airfix figure, but a very nice figure. I'll put him there. And finally, my father's pocket watch. And it actually, here you go, look, going straight away. Wonderful, wonderful. Treasured possession, treasured possession. I actually have my grandfather's pocket watch here, but that's in quite a bad state. It needs more than a few repairs doing to it. But someday I think I might get it repaired for him. But that's Charlie's Marmalade, look. I can't see it. It's funny light today here. It's funny light. 1 minute it's very bright and the next minute it's black and pissing down with rain. That's Charlie's Marmalade. So that's the contents of my first cabinet. We'll go across. There we go. We'll go across the other side of the room and we'll have a look in the second cabinet, see what treasures lie in the second cabinet. See you in a minute. Right, we're going right back at it again. Opposite side of the room this time. This is a little corner cupboard come display case. We'll start with the cupboard first. I haven't been in this cupboard for ages, so like Tutankhamun's tomb, there could be treasures untold in here. Who knows? Who knows? Ouch! Ow! I scraped my leg. Right, start at the bottom. What do we got? A mountain of cups and saucers. Oh, where are we to here? Where are we to? Oh, there you are. Hello. All reasonably old. Some older than others. No mark on that one. Nice for afternoon tea though, just to be a bit different. I like afternoon tea. Everybody should be forcibly made to have afternoon tea at least once. Look at that, look. Look at that. Trouble with these things is, they're all very pretty and look very nice at afternoon tea, but the tea goes cold very quick because you've got such a large surface area. Before you know it, the tea goes cold really quickly. Especially in something like that, there's a huge surface area. Just notice it's got a little crack in it down the side. Maybe you can see that. Yeah, a little crack. Look at that, look at that. I would assume that's 1930s stroke 40s, that type of design, almost like sort of a Clarence Cliff design. I assume somewhere in amongst all that lot I would have the matching saucer for that somewhere. There's the saucer for that green one. That's quite nice with a classical design in the center of it. It's quite nice. Norfolk, Royal Doulton, Norfolk pattern. Look at that, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? I don't know whether I've got a cup to match that, I don't know. That is old, I can tell you that is old. And you can tell exactly how old. By that kite mark, it'll have all the information in it you need. You get a ceramic book. There you go. And all that information in there will tell you about that. Chinese bowl, quite pretty. Church crockery there, with the church logo on it. Now, what's underneath? What's underneath all this crockery? Let's have a look. Pulling everything out now. You got me pulling everything out now. Cobwebs, I don't know that much. Ivory. There's a lot of like large pins that go in that with carved animals on, which I've got here in a bag somewhere. Stick pins, all ivory carved. That's all genuine ivory. See, here's another one. That's the same, it'll have stick pins sticking in it, all ivory carved. I don't know what I've done with them actually. They could be up in the top half, I don't know. I must clean this cover out, it's got cobwebs in it, don't like that. Viewmaster 3D viewer. Anybody remember them? Where you get these discs and you look through and you get 3D pictures, 3D images. These are sort of 1970s type versions. That one, the disc actually goes on top. They looked a lot different than that in the 1950s. I got some 50s ones here. More cups and saucers. Let's move these cups and saucers. Ah, look, I was right. So there you have it, genuine 1930s. Very nice, not very practical, but very nice. Just a cheap little mark on the bottom, which is not going to focus. But no, it's not going to focus, but 1930s type stuff. Oh, here's a, I've actually got a tea plate as well, like Actually got a T-plate to go with. Same makeup, same mark on the bottom. It's actually chipped, which is a shame. But that chip could be taken care of, no problem at all. Not that it's worth anything, it's not really worth anything. Let's get a bit comfortable here. Ouch. Here's another Viewmaster. All sort of 1970s. But what I was saying was, but the 1950s ones, I'll show you a 1950s one in a minute, but here's a box of discs. Got a good box of discs actually. Look, I don't know what these are worth, I'm sure. America's Man in Space. 3D discs. Yeah. What's this? Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Yeah, marvellous, marvellous. Our Planet Earth. Yeah, all fucked up. Yeah, we know it. Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, all sorts of stuff here. Look, Norfolk Broads in 3D. God! I don't know, there's all sorts here. Look. Brave Eagle, Chief of the Cheyennes. Yeah, wonderful things. Hong Kong. Lovely. Lovely things to collect, very fun things to collect. Havana, Cuba. Marvellous. I've got a whole box of these things. 7 Wonders of the World. Marvellous. Yeah, a whole box of these things. A Donald Duck. Turkey. Yeah, marvellous. Marvellous. Great fun. You could even, with these things... Damn. I've got to get comfortable on this floor. It's wrecking my ankles. Shit. You could even... with these things, get a projector to project the 3D images onto a wall. That would project the images onto a wall. That'd be great to have, wouldn't it, for a party? Have a party and come and look at all these 3D images. Great fun that would be. Viewmaster projectors, yeah. I'll look into that. But marvellous, marvellous. But what I was... Shit. This is wrecking my ankles. What I was alluding to... Oh, sugar. Didn't realise they were up there. Right, check that out in a minute, Karen. How you got me going now, looking at this stuff. What I was alluding to, the 1950s 3D viewers. Sorry if the light's not great in this corner, it's just a dark corner. That's the 1950s version. You see how nicely it's made? It's all Let's see if I put a light on here a minute. If I can get up now. Shit. God. I don't know whether this will do you any better. It's probably not much. But this is the 1950s version. It's all Bakelite. See how nicely it's made. Marvellous. Marvellous. I got 2 or 3 of these here, I think. Complete with its box. I think this is another 1970s one, look. Here's another 1950s, look. Slightly better condition than the last one. Yeah. Got its, even got its paperwork inside, which is nice. Again, complete with its box. Marvelous, marvelous. Another great box of discs. Lovely. What are these? Oh, odd reels. Treasure Island, Star Trek, Ringling and Barnum Circus, A Visit from Father Christmas. Just odd discs in another box load. But nice, nice. And another one, a slightly different design. But same principle, Bakelite. Oh. I would say slightly older than the other ones we looked at. But nice, very nice. And great fun things to pull out at a party or something like that. Here, have a look at these. What's this? Father coins. Trinkets. Look, look, look. God, I've been in this cupboard for ages. Trinkets. Quite a nice badge. I'm not sure what sort of badge that is. Pencil sharpener with a watch in it. Oh, there's two of those badges. Which way up do these badges go? They go that way. Okay, yeah, there's two of them, look. So I don't know what badges they are or what they're for. I have no idea. Amazing what's in here. Hey. You can see that. Yeah, Mother of Pearl token. It's got like a pagoda inscribed on it. You probably can't see it. Probably not going to focus in this light. Believe it or not, look. Believe it or not. Don't ask me whose teeth they were. I have no idea. A pocket watch key. Amazing what you find in cupboards, isn't it? Don't ask me to what that would be used for. I haven't a clue. But amazing, amazing. Paddington Bear, no less. Come on, Paddington, focus up, will you? Yeah, Paddington Bear, no less. With the obligatory label coming off it, made in China. Even something like Paddington Bear has to be made in, I'm going to swear, have to be made in China. Come on, Paddington, you can go back in the cupboard. Right. John Woods cigarettes. But it's full of tea cards. I think they're tea cards or they're cigarette cards. Oh, the cigarette cards. Ogden's. Issued by Ogden's. Yeah, so the cigarette cards. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Here's some cigarette cards complete in their albums. Dogs. Wildflowers. So look. Oh. Yeah, see. That's it. I've got to learn how to use this camera properly. Because you've got to move the opposite way to what you think, I say with these things. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Birds on their young. Just opening it randomly. Yeah, look. Wonderful. The seashore. There's our seahorse again. Yeah, marvellous. What's this? Oh, here's a nice one. Aircraft of the Royal Air Force. Oh, which way? Trying to work this thing. There you go. So another look. Oh, there's the Spitfire. I've got to do it that way, haven't I? Yeah, there's the Spitfire. Yeah, nice, nice. Album of Sea Fishes. Oh yeah, look. Not nice, not nice. Gurnard. Is that Gurnard or a mullet? Oh, it's red mullet. Look like a Gurnard. They're very nice. They're very nice. I like these. An album of motor cars, second series. So obviously it was the first series. Look at this, look. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Lovely. Lovely. What else we got here? It's amazing what we collect. God. Oh, shit. Make this film, I'm gonna end up a bloody cripple. It's the hardest floor I've ever come across. HM King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, 1937. Lovely. Oh look, there's even stamps in that, look. Good grief, I got some stuff here. There you go, look. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Marvellous, marvellous. There was some stamps in that, look. I won't get them all out now, but Jug Ears and his wife, or his ex-wife. And some 1950s. Who is it? Monsignor Pearl, Prince Rainier and Grace Kelly. Yeah, interesting. So I'll put them back in there. I gotta get all this stuff back in the cupboard in a minute. How long have we been going on this? 24 minutes. We're only in the bottom cupboard. Does it matter? No. This is the last thing in the bottom cupboard anyway, I think, really. It's a nice one. Military uniforms of the British Empire. Look, look. Isn't that lovely? Staples have gone in this. I need to put new staples in there. Isn't that quite lovely? Yeah, look. Marvellous. I'm trying to get this so you can see it. Yeah. There you go. It's funny the way you got to do this with angles and everything. Yeah, marvellous. That's military uniforms of the British Empire and overseas. Marvellous. Marvellous. So I can actually start. Shit, I can't get up. Actually start putting this stuff back now. What we got here? Look. Anybody know what this is? Any guesses as to what this is? I can tell you, it's actually, not that I would use this now. I wouldn't use this now, but every decent man should have one. It's a gentleman's dressing set. The mirror should be in there. There should be a little mirror in there. The mirror is actually in the bathroom. I do actually use the little mirror, but the rest of it I don't use. But it's a 1930s stroke 40s, I guess, maybe 1950s gentleman's dressing set, and you got tube there for like toothbrush. You have sort of shaving cream and soap in that one. Should be a comb there in there, and a mirror. Really nice quality gentleman's dressing set. Nice leather case. Every sugar. Nothing broken. You're okay. Yep. Just knocked over a 3D viewer. Nothing broken. We're okay. Every good man should have one, if you've got any style about you. And I like to see a man nicely turned out, which is a rare occurrence these days. Nothing in that, little bit of felt in that. So that's the contents of the bottom cupboard. So what we'll do is, we'll just quickly put this stuff back. If we can get it back, there it is. It's amazing. It is amazing what stuff you collect over time. Then you put it in a cupboard, you forget all about it. But I do like, I gotta say, I do like the cigarette card albums. They're not really worth anything, but they're just, you know, nice, fun things to have. Shit. God. I'm getting too old for this bending down lark. I'll tell you what I would like very much. It's one of them 3D projectors. I would like one of them very much. Don't disappear on me. A 3D projector would do me very well, I tell you. I would like one of them very much indeed. They would be great fun. Here's something else I meant to show you. It came out just a minute ago. Paperwork here. What's this paperwork? Dear Sir, I am a mature art student over the age of 26. Please forward me your latest collection of continental art studies in the plain wrapper. Alright, that's nothing. A lock, nothing. They want that lock down there. There you are, Paddington, look after that. Look. Anybody ever seen any of these? Did anybody ever see any of these? It's a card, but it has a very small DVD with it. Now, I can't remember where I bought these two. Charity somewhere, I think. Elephant DVD theme card. DVD-ROM for PC and DVD players. Blank inside for your own message. Brand new and unopened. It's got a movie and a slideshow. Movie, photo gallery and slideshow. Fact file and web interactivity. Anybody ever seen any of them? See, here's one for polar bear. Here's another one for whales. Was it dolphins? It's dolphin DVD theme card. I thought it was whales. It's dolphin. Excuse me. Breaking wind. Oh, good grief. And the one that I think would probably be most interesting is the tiger. Get it straight for you. Tiger themed. Tiger DVD theme card. But I know nothing about them. I would assume at some point in time these little things will become collectible. I would sort of think. It's got a ticket price on the back of it for, you can see that, $5.99. Isn't that interesting? And I've obviously picked these up from somewhere and thought, oh, they'll probably be collectible at some point. I'll put them in the cupboard. So that's 4 of them. So that's interesting. I'll put them back there. Right, just put the china back in and we'll go up and look in the top section of the cupboard. I didn't think this would take so long. We've been here over half an hour just looking in this bottom piece of cupboard. Amazing. But it is amazing what one collects over a period of time. Here we go. Here's the last one. I do like them though, I gotta say, I do like that. That's a nice, not very practical with that style handle, but I do like that. 1930s and I'm a bit of a one for the war actually. Right, can we get these in this? Don't fall on me. There we go. I think that's pretty good. I think we got everything. Yes. Right, excuse me. Ivory's going to get in the way now, isn't it? There you go. There we go. Goodbye, Paddington. There you go. So that's the bottom cover. You've now seen my bottom drawers. I assume this has got... Right, let's see if I can lift you up a minute. Going up. Right, that's not going to be enough, so take you back down a minute. Excuse the shaky cam, I gotta adjust the tripod here a minute. Right, going up. Oh, damn. Khaki fingers, there you go. Wowee. Wowee. Right, see which way do we want to go here? Okay, I want to go a bit higher on this leg, don't we? You know what I'm going to do, folks? Because this sort of leg is slipping a bit. I'm going to get me a new tripod, I think this week. Yeah, I want to get a bit, well, we can get down to that level first. We do that level first. I've got to make a cup of tea in a minute. This is no good. Karen needs a cup of tea. I tell you what, excuse me just a second, I'll grab a quick glass of lemonade and I'll come back to you. Hooray, hooray. I had a cup of tea here all the time and it's gone bloody cold. That's yak. Shut up. That's me yakking all the time. Right. Hopefully we can get in here. I got a bit of blue tack here. I can tack this door back a minute. So I'll tack it back to the corner of the grandfather clock here a minute. There you go, tack it back a minute. You know this cabinet, I bought this cabinet in a charity store. This corner cabinet I bought in a charity store. I can't remember what I give for it now. It was like the first cabinet you saw, that Edwardian cabinet. I had a friend that ran an antique shop and he was packing up because he couldn't make a go of it. Not that he's a bad salesman, he was just, you know what times are like now, you can't make a go of anything. But anyway, he was packing up. I said, what are you doing with that cabinet? He said, oh, you can have it if you want it. I said, no, come on, you're winding down, you will take something for it. So I gave him 25 quid for it. And I've got an Edwardian display cabinet for 25 quid. So that's, yeah, look at this, look. I think this is an absolute delight. Isn't that marvellous? It just says foreign on the bottom. Let's take my glasses off a minute. My glasses are annoying me. It just says foreign on the bottom, but it's not marvellous. I do think there should be a girl to go with it, but beautifully made, all the lace on the jacket and everything. Absolutely delightful. They put patterning on his breeches, look. Absolutely delightful. That's a nice figure, but she's actually been busted, which is a shame. I didn't know it at the time. But she's actually been busted and put back together. They've done a good job. Whoever's done it, it's done quite a good job. A lot of these, oh shit, a lot of these, could read my glasses now. A lot of these Royal Doulton figures, which I quite like. See, they're marked on the bottom, Royal Doulton. I like Royal Doulton, it's nice. Nicely made, they're always quality things. And they come in all sort of sizes. Let me see a little bitty one there, look. But still with the mark on it. Royal Doulton. Yeah, nice. Couple of champagne glasses there from a friend's wedding. Cinderella, Walt Disney, made in Malaysia, so that's nothing. Just a nice little figure. A lot of little ships in bottles. A certain little bear I know likes ships in bottles. So when we used to go out, if we went anywhere, charity store or shop, and we saw one in the window, we would pick them up. Little ships in bottles. All nicely done. All nicely done. See, same sort of thing, just a different type of boat. But all nicely done. Nice little figure. It actually looks like the Goebbels figures we saw in the other cabinet, but it's not. It just says, you can see that, this light, it actually just says foreign. There, I just about to say it says foreign on it. That's all it says. It's a 1950s type figure, I guess. But a nice little figure. You know, buy what you like. That's one of the prime requisites when you go out and about. Buy what you like. If it catches your eye and you say, well, that's nice, you can afford it, buy it. Yeah, nice. Can we get up a bit higher here? Try and move this up a bit. Okay, hang on with me a second. I'm having a problem with my legs. Right. Excuse the top of my head. Right, I can stand up now. Yay! Oh, God. More ships in bottles. These are sort of better quality and considerably older than the other ones down the bottom. Beautifully done, actually. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. I think it goes that way, doesn't it? See how small you can go? Look at that. Hopefully you can see that. Let me move this screen a minute. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see that or not. Gotta be the smallest ship in a bottle ever. Charlie size ship in a bottle. That's nice. That's getting bigger now. That's quite a considerable piece. And beautifully done. Beautifully done. Look at the, you can see the waves on the sea there. Beautifully done. That's a bit smaller, and it's come adrift inside and the cork's missing, so I need to restore this one. But yeah, still a nice thing, Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit, FW & Co. 2002. I just saw it and liked it. I thought, oh, that's a nice figure. I am planning to get some rabbits because they make nice eating, I'll say that. Sorry, Peter Rabbit, but your friends do make nice eating. Let's take these boats out a minute. I can get at the stuff at the back then. I can get at the stuff at the back. Come on, Peter Rabbit. Look at this for a glass. It needs cleaning actually. It's quite dusty in there. Jobs for Karen to do. Look at that. I don't know if that has any age to it or not. I don't know. I'm not an expert on glass like that, but it's quite a thing, isn't it? So what you put in that? Champagne, perhaps? I don't know. It's quite a glass. Quite a glass. Here's a similar thing. Here's a similar thing, not quite so tall, but a bit more ornate. But quite a thing. Anybody know what this is? Let's get that played out the way a bit. If I can get it out. Anybody know what this is? I'm trying to see this on the screen to keep it level for you. Anybody know what that is? And that there comes out. It's actually a soap dish. If you would have that really in the bathroom, wherever you're going to wash. Probably Edwardian, late Victorian, something like that. No marks on it. But that's sort of how much trouble and how much care they took in that particular period. Everything was done nicely. I mean, it's a very nice object. Piece of pool pottery from Dorset. You don't get ships like that now, that's for sure. When did you last see a ship like that? If you ever saw one. Yeah. Let's put these glasses back. Put Peter Rabbit back a minute. Come on, Peter Rabbit. Time for you to... Time for you to go back, Peter Rabbit. There you go. There you go, and at the top here, we have... Here's a beautiful thing. Look, I don't know what it says on the bottom. Where's my glasses? Come on, Karen, where's your glasses? Can't really see the label on that. Shelley. Oh, it's a piece of Shelley. Oh, that's nice. Shelley's good stuff. Good smutter. Hopefully you can see that nice little river scene there. Anybody know what that is? 2 points if you know what that is. It's actually a pickle dish. It's a little pickle dish you'd have on your table with whatever pickle or condiment you'd have in it, or chutney perhaps. I've got a lot of these type of things, pickle dishes, because I like them. Yeah, pickle dish. but only if you like pickle. Right, excuse me a second, get a slurp on my drink. Up here is a lot of sort of where I just see if I can shunt you up here a minute. There you go. Take my glasses off a minute. A lot of here is just sort of glassware, if you like. My glasses, if I drink sloe gin or something like that, I'll have it in one of these glasses. These are nice. Little vases. I give a couple of pounds for them in charity store, but they got silver tops on them. They're probably coming on sort of 100 years old. A pair of them. About a couple of pounds for the pair. Lovely things, lovely things. A lot of these little, you know, shot glasses, liqueur glasses. Ideal for a glass of sloe gin or something like that. A little dog, a little silverback dog. Silverback is very collectible these days. So it's a nice little puppy. I assume there'll probably be bigger dogs to go with it. But a nice little object. See if I can find a spot for that puppy. There you go. There was. What's in this? Let's see if I can get this out. Oops, shit, sugar. A necklace that was my auntie's, and I assume this black stuff here, I assume that's ebony. I don't know whether they're real pearls or not. I couldn't hazard a guess. I wouldn't know a real pearl from a fake one. They could be real, I don't know. But nice thing. And this chalice that I got when she died. CCSG Ireland Place. 19. Where's my glasses a minute? Can't read the damn thing. I can't read the damn thing. 19. I think that's 1922. What is it? 1902. I think it's 1902. So that's well over 100 years old. That chalice. It's not silver. It's just base metal. That's why it's going off colour. And it's high time I give it a bit of a polish, actually. But still a nice thing. I don't know where CCSC Ireland Races. Ireland Place, I said. No, it's Ireland Races. CCSC, so something sailing club, I suppose. Ireland Races, 1902. I can't read, see, I haven't got my glasses properly. Ireland Races, not Ireland Place. Ireland Races. It's tarnished as well, that's why I can't really see what's on it. Ireland Races, 1902. So, I wonder who won that in the family. Grandad, perhaps? Don't know. A nice thing. There you are. That is the contents of my cabinet. I put this pickle dish back. I hope you enjoyed the tour of my cabinets. If you want to take it a step further, on top of my cabinet is my stuffed barn owl. Yeah, I sort of call this owl corner because there's barn owl. There's two ceramic owls there. There's a couple there. Look, this is a. You can see that a Beswick owl. Probably not going to focus as usual. No, it does say Beswick on the bottom, so that's quite a collectible owl. This one somebody's actually carved out of a piece of wood. Isn't that a marvellous job, how they've done that? Isn't that fantastic? Marvellous. A wooden barn owl that somebody's made. Fantastic. Bit dusty. Time I gave this place a going over. And on top of that, behind them, if I can maneuver it off. Let's lower this down a minute. Lower this down a minute. I can show you that. That is actually my grandfather and his wife Kathleen, and that's my uncle Dick. That's when he was in the Royal Horse Artillery in the Kaiser's War. So that's my grandfather, Albert. Yeah. And that sits on top of my clock here. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed a tour of my display cabinets, etc, etc, etc. As always, I gotta get down here. Let's lower this down a minute. Don't disappear on me. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you on the next one. What I'm gonna do now actually is to get the gaming tables up and play some toy soldiers. I'll just turn this off a minute. Here we go.